throw you to the exam and let you try to decode what is really needed, some brain contact to the contents. Because I'm sure many of you didn't revise yet, so you might just see, do I understand this question right? That is what I want to achieve. Take the ownership mode, which I give you some code and say, oh, can you please take the ownership? I mean, change it in which you feel comfortable growing it further, as we've just done inside this. The whole idea, again, just to emphasize one thing, we're not going to see you much really from now on, is learning is about your own taking ownership of things. It's not the exam, okay? We want you all to pass. I don't think we want you to fail. We will not be very happy if we seeing people fail. We want you all to pass. If you have any question while you are revising, feel free to email me. Email me. I don't get this. Can you clarify?
So, what are we allowed and what are we not allowed to bring for on exam?
What are we allowed and what are not we allowed? It's not open book test. It's a closed test. Calculators are not needed. What are you allowed? Pen? No extra papers. No assembly questions. Don't stick the answer sheet in the toilet. Not allowed anything else. So yes, you need yourself only and a pen that can write for 3 hours. Calculators are not allowed. Usually there is calculators, no calculators. No need for calculators, not allowed as well. It's not open book test. Have you got anything in mind you want to bring to check?
A drink with lemon in it, maybe?
Yeah, the drinks are okay. Usually water is fine. With a cap on so you don't drop the water on the paper. Yeah.
Okay, no other questions.
From my experience coming to this, usually students finish within the first 2 hours. Stick to the question, don't try too much. I mean, people tend to use this void technique. They write too much, in which I will be searching. It will look very clearly. If you don't know the answer, you don't know the answer. You see what I mean? You don't start writing too much. It will be just wasting that marker time. That trick is not useful. I tend to see it in many exam papers. You don't know the answer, and you start writing about anything else.
Do you get any marks for effort though?
Sorry?
Do you get any marks for
No,
effort?
nothing at all.
What if I what if I decide to answer all the questions rather than just choosing 4?
I think there is a guidance already on the student regulations. It's like marking the first 4. That is the real guidance. But different lecturers tend to approach it differently. I used to mark them all and get the best 4. But the regulation, if I notice there's too many, I'll follow the regulation. Regulation lecturers will mark the first 4. That is on the student handbook.
So just stick to 4 then, yeah, best.
Stick to 4, the best 4. What I would do, in the exam, I would read all the questions. You've got 5 minutes reading time, and it's not calculated within the exam time. Okay, so they wanted you to read the exam. It's not calculated from your time. It's from the university, from the word time. Okay, so read them and start with the best one you can get 25. Then look at the exam questions again and see which ones you can do best, and write that answer, and write that answer, and write that answer. That's it. Therefore, the methodology of saying mark the first 4 worked if you do that approach. Okay, you will get the best 4. If you exceed later on, and that lecturer will mark them all, and then decide there's so many students answered more than 4, you will be also in the safe side. Okay, so if you want to use this approach, but do not waste your time. Answer 4 questions. The best is first, then next, etc., and that's all. I think this is more than enough guidance on the exam. Given that you spend up to 5 days revising, you should be ending up over 70 easily. It's not difficult exam. You've got areas to revise. You've got lots of guidance. We'll attempt 1 exam this week, and we've got plenty of time to ask questions. Maybe the tricky bit is you don't have much time to revise this year because you've got the project deadline. If you left the project too late to submit on the 27th of April, I think. Therefore, you've got up to 10 days for 2 exams, right?
3 sometimes.
Yeah, so you've got, you are pressured in how many to revise. I would give it a few 2-3 days during the Easter break, just to put 3 days in the Easter break if you have these 3 days to revise, and then you come back another 3 days when you are free after the project submission. Therefore, you are feeling a bit relieved, and it shouldn't be a big problem. Should be okay. Any question?